Hey there folks, and welcome back to Space Engineers Survival Season 2. As some people diligently noted last episode, I couldn't actually load the rockets via the conveyors because there's no way to actually load via the back, so I'd have to load them via the front. So what I did was I switched around the front a little bit, and actually I switched up the design a tad bit, and I put the Gatling turrets in there so that the conveyors feed via the side, and the Gatling turrets will be able to feed via the cargo container in there. However, the missile launchers, there's no way to get around it. They have to be fed via the front. And I just did a little bit of a update in design. I extended the nose out a little bit, and I finished the reactor that I forgot to finish in here. I also added a couple of steel plates here to add more protection to the thrusters and whatnot. And speaking of which, let's go add some Gatling cannon ammunition to show you how it works. Actually, I can just move them to the cargo container, or I can move them from my person to the cargo container, and then it automatically moves it back to the Gatling cannon. And the same thing happens here. And I have, where is it? I believe this is the reactor that's hooked up to the conveyor and the cargo container, so I can take that out and put uranium back in. And because of that, we have more than enough power. I know some people also said that I was overcharging because I didn't have enough power, and I fixed that issue. Well, for the most part I fixed that issue, except for when you're turning and going full thrust at the same time. But for the most part it's pretty good. So this ship is in a lot better shape than it was last episode. I also did a lot more work on the capital ship's hangar. As you can see, I've been putting lots of time and resources into finishing this. And as you can see, this is what the design is going to be like. There's going to be some doors here, and this is going to be blocked off, but as you can see, there's going to be 3 decks, 1, 2, 3, and these are going to be the size of the decks. They're going to be all symmetrical from each side. And here, I started work on the staircase. So you'll enter the ship via this area. Whoop. And you can enter through several doors. This door is going to be for mostly going up the staircase. I mean, you still will be able to go up this staircase and through here, but there's going to be another door here and another door there. And this one you're going to be able to go down or across here if you want, for some strange reason. We might have some stuff over there later in the future. And then you have the staircase that goes up, not quite finished yet. And then we go up all the way up top. And still need to fill in those blocks there, but work is progressing. I've also added some blocks to the side, to the top, and to the bottom someplace. I forgot where. There we go. Added quite a few. That took up, I don't know, like 10,000 steel plates to make that. Oh dear, it's going to take a lot to finish this. Anyhow, I digress. So what are we going to be doing this episode? The suggestion that we're going to be taking for this particular episode was by Comic Slurv. He said, rename the large ship instead of simply calling it the large ship. Names for ships are an old and sacred tradition, ... and good luck. Yes, good luck indeed, because I'm not that good at coming up with names. But what we're going to have to do then is we're going to have to add a beacon, because I don't think there's actually a beacon on this big guy yet. Where should we put said beacon? Well, we should be able to access it from inside the ship. Don't necessarily need to access it from outside, so maybe this will be our beacon room. Sure, why not? I'm going to need a whole bunch more parts. In fact, all of the parts. I'm going to need 40 radio communication components and pretty much a bunch of everything else. And let's go get that from the ripsaw, because I believe we have everything in there that we need. Let's see, what do we have in here? We need steel plates, probably some no computers. We'll need certainly the radio communication components, but let's going here. Also, another thing somebody suggested is that we put a piston on the bottom of the ripsaw so we don't do thrust damage to it. I read that comment a little bit late, and I had already put heavy armor blocks there, so we're not going to be damaging it via thrust anymore, so there's that. Also, as you can see, I've ground away a significant portion of this large military freighter, cargo ship, or whatever you want to call it, and there's pretty much nothing left. I'm going to have to go raiding for more ships eventually, and now that we've finished our fighter ship, it shouldn't be that difficult. You know, I say that now. Probably will be very difficult. Alright, are we locked? Yep, we are locked. Let's go grab our stuff that we need. Cargo container. We need 40 of these guys. 40. Probably grab some metal grids. I don't know if we're gonna... Probably need some displays, too. Even if we don't need it for the beacon, we'll need it for other things as well. We're only down to 103,000 steel plates. Only 103,000. Let's put 1,000 in there. What else do we need? We don't need thrust components. We'll keep them in there, though, just because. We'll throw some of these guys in here. Anything else that we might be missing? Large steel tubes, probably. And we have everything else. So let's go finish that. Well, this is going to be nice and quick. Oh, come on. There we go. And let's go finish her up. Woo, getting all dizzy. So what on earth are we going to name our ship? If we wanted to, you know, go with a long tradition of spaceships, we could name it like the, I don't know, Enterprise or something. That's not very creative, though. We'll think of something else. Maybe we'll name it after my herps and derps. Who knows? Alright, we're getting closer. And it's finished already. Wow, that was entirely too quick, I think. Alright, well, let's park this guy over here. Yes, there's a visibility issue with this with this ship. You have to always fly it in third-person view. Alright. Okay, let's go here. And see if we can rename said beacon. We'll find a name for this ship. Let's go up to the command center and do it. It seems more official if we go up to the command center and rename the ship. Oh boy, that is taking shape. Well, we don't have to go to the piloting chair. Just one of these guys. So, control panel, beacon. So, what should we name it? HMS? No. USS? No. How about the Herp Der Prize? Herpter Prize. Let's name it the Herpter Prize. Herp Derp Rise. There we go. The capital ship has the best name ever. Lest they forget all my herps and derps, we will have a ship named after all of them. That's right, I never finished making the second escape pod transport ship, whatever you want to call it. I'll get to it eventually. Is there any ship that we can actually go Ooh, that was very convenient. I wanted to see if we could capture a ship this episode, and it looks like we might be able to. Okay, so I'm going to see, do we have any missiles in here? I don't think I put any in there, no. So, what we're going to do is we're going to fly over to, I believe the Ripsaw has a whole bunch of missiles in it. We're going to grab some missiles, we're going to fill it up to the brim, and go blow up a mining transport, because we can. I do believe the mining transports have a couple guns on them. We'll see how it fares. Alright, let's grab some missiles. Oh, we have missiles on us. Maybe we can fit 20 missiles in there? I doubt it. Should probably put an antenna on here so we don't lose it, in case my cockpit gets blown up or something. Can I fit 20? Oh, I can fit 20 in one missile launcher. Well, fancy that. I guess I'm just gonna fit 40 missiles in there. There's no need to reload when you have this many missiles at your disposal. Alright. Let's throw that in there. Let's get an antenna on here just in case we lose it. I don't want to, but you never know what happens. Things can happen that you do not expect, nor do you want. I'll put it on the back of the ship, because you usually don't get shot at via the back when you're attacking. Oh, nope. That isn't quite ground away yet. There we go. What do we need? That guy. I need a small steel tube, computer, and construction component. That is not a lot. Mining transport's getting closer. Alright, let's get some fun in this episode. Small steel tube. One. And we need one construction component. Alright, that should be it. Let's do this thing. Later we're going to find a better spot for the antenna. I just want to quick get it on here so we can, you know, have some fun. Alright. Alright, let's go get that ship. Oh, wait. Where did it go? I'm not seeing it on my heads up anymore. Did it literally just disappear the instant we jumped into this? That's kind of stupid. Well, maybe it's for the best. I don't know. This ship isn't really meant to go after big ships like that with large missile turrets and Gatling cannons on it. It's really meant to be a fighter ship, but we could have gone after it with the Spectre. I guess the next ship that we find, we're going after it with the Spectre, just because we can. I don't think we're actually going to go after it with this fighter craft, because it is a bit lightly armored, but really, did that really just disappear? I can't find it anywhere. Oh well, let's go back to the Enterprise. Land this guy on our newly constructed fighter deck, or, well, one of the landing bays of the fighter deck. There we go, we can turn it off. Speaking of, you know, blowing stuff up, I should probably refuel the Spectre and give it more ammunition and whatnot. So let's go do that in case we have another ship that pops into our radar and hopefully doesn't, you know, pop off again. Alright, let's see here. Control panel, production, nope. We want to go to inventory, cargo container, yoink, and yoink. Alright. I think we have enough missiles in the missile battery, or the missile pods. Probably put some more in these guys. I don't know how much are in them right now. Probably could use more, though. Yeah. Missile turret, missile turret, missile turret. There's very little in here. So we'll throw, let's see here. We have, I believe, two missile turrets. No, 3 missile turrets. So 3 divided by 50 is approximately, I don't know, 15. So we'll put 15 in there. Ooh, it's still slightly dented from the last time we used it. But that's what the armor's there for. Suppose we should give it a nice fixer-up job so we can go at it again next. Ooh, there's a mining carriage off in the distance again. Well, that's a mining carriage, not a whatever the other mining ship that we saw. Hopefully that one doesn't pop off our radar again. Let's go refuel the other, not refuel, but, you know, add more missiles to this guy. Oh, there's only one other missile turret on the bottom. I suppose we can add more then. Rocket launcher. Am I not close enough? Maybe I'm not close enough. There we go. Missile turret. Oh, that one doesn't have any, so what I'll do is I'll drop... we'll put 30 in there. We'll have 8 more rockets for another place, but we're going to put some Gatling turret ammunition in here. We'll put, I don't know, 20 is a bit much. 10... How about 15? Yeah, there we go. The back one probably doesn't need much. It's probably only going to be protecting against missiles, so I'm just going to put a couple in here. Also, it probably still does have ammunition. Yes, it still does, so I'll put 10 in here. And the other 16 can go up top. Mining carriage is still there, so good it hasn't disappeared yet. And let's drop that in there. And we'll drop the other 8 missiles in the rocket pods. I'm bound and determined to have an eventful mission. There we go. What we need to do is we need to make a gunship that's a small ship that we can fit inside of our Herpterprise. But that's going to be for another episode. Gonna have to have like some heavy fighters that are heavily armored and whatnot. Put that in there and get them all distributed. Ooh, that is nice. Look at all those missiles everywhere. I wonder if I should drive it from the secondary seat. I don't think I ever have, so might as well. And another thing I want to do is Gatling cannons here. Toggle on and off block. Toggle on and off block. And there we go. Alright, where did that... Did that ship disappear again? Literally every time I jump into a ship, they're scared of me. That's what it is. They're scared of me. Either that or it's too far away and I can't see it. Let me just hop out. No, it really did disappear. Rah. That's really annoying. I'm going to have some fun this episode. Whether the spawning in ships allow me to or not. Alright, well, I guess that's not going to happen right now. Better fix this. There's some massive damage, apparently. Some blocks over here. Oh, that's right, we have a seat. Completely forgot about that. Alright, now... I guess we'll go exploring. Why not? Let's go exploring. My solar ship over there has been recharging for the past couple episodes. Or... Well, actually, I think there's only been one episode. It's just that I've been doing stuff off camera, so it's probably been charging for several hours. And it's been pointed directly at the sun. So, let's go in here and see how the power is. Of course, it's overloaded because we need to turn off our recharge. So, control panel, battery, recharge off, battery, recharge off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a battery group. And we're going to have that so that we can select the battery group, put it in here, and toggle the recharge on and off. Alright, we have about 45 minutes of charge. That's not bad. I wonder if I can get a ship orbiting. Because you know, last episode I started orbiting the... I think it was this particular asteroid that has the Titan around it. I wonder if I can actually start orbiting with a ship. And if I can actually orbit with a ship, that means I could possibly try to make a legitimate communications-looking satellite, which people keep on asking me to do. So this is going to be one step further towards that, if I can figure out how to do it. Do we have gravity here? No gravity. Do I need to be closer? Or is this not the correct asteroid? I don't think it is the correct asteroid. Or maybe it just ran out of power? Could be. There's some gravity around here somewhere. Because I know I started to orbit around something. Interesting. I thought it was that one. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'll have to go back and watch. Could be one of these guys. Could be a smaller asteroid. I can't remember. However, I did wait quite a while between episodes, so they may have just run out of power. So let me go in here and see if we can find something. Turn the lights to our ship on. Alright, let's see here. No, I don't see anything. We can explore the catacombs at any rate. Well, okay, they're maybe not. They're not catacombs because that's technically something different, but we can still explore the caves. Getting a weird flare on my screen from the lights. Maybe this isn't the asteroid that we put the gravity on. Oh, nope, there it is. Yep, must be out of power already. Alright, let me just check. Yep, no more uranium. Well, that's a bummer. Can go get some, I suppose. I don't know if the... wonder if the Titan has any uranium to spare. I don't think it does. But we can always check. Let's land this guy. Oh, that's right. There's no landing gear on this. Whoops. Alright. Anything in there? Nope. Alright, let's hop on down here. I'm not going to take anything out of the reactor unless there's a lot sitting in the reactor. Okay, we do have some in the refinery. We'll grab 5 or something. And we'll grab the other 4 and we'll put it in the reactor, because I'm guessing this is probably running pretty low. Let's take a look. Well, it's not low, but it could be higher. There we go. And yes, I still have to fix this door, and I know how to fix it too. Alright, damaged blocks over here. I wonder how. I don't think it was a flying mistake. I really haven't flown this thing much. Whatever, it's all fixed now. Another dent here. I wonder how these things happen. I wonder if it's just like an error when it loads and it thinks that it loads in a damaged block instead of a regular block, or maybe there are guns shooting at it when I'm not really looking. I don't know. Maybe some of the ships that spawn in get close enough to shoot at it, which is a scary thought, I guess. Alright, let's head on in here. Yep, there it is. And let's try to get this ship to orbit, and if we can get the ship to orbit, maybe next episode we'll finally work on that satellite that everybody's asking me to do. Okay. Slowly turn around. This is a nice race ship. It would work well as one. Okay, so I think we were orbiting at around, what, 20 meters per second last time? And it was at around this altitude, so... Nope, nope, nope. Far too fast. Oh, I also need to have gravity blocks on here, don't I? I have to have mass blocks. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna have to have mass blocks on my ship. Otherwise, it won't do anything. Because if I turn off my engines, I won't fall. Yeah. Well. Yeah, so that's kind of stupid, but... oh well. I guess we'll have to figure out some way to make a satellite orbit. We'll need mass blocks on a ship then. Anyhow. Well, keep the suggestions coming. We'll try to figure some stuff out. And I think that'll be it for this episode. Thank you folks for watching. I will see you guys next time. And hopefully next time we'll be able to have some fun shooting at a ship. Alright, see you guys next time. Whee! I have problems, I admit.
This is a big bastard here.
It's what I would call significant. You're all red and whatnot.
So are you.
Goodbye.
No!
Ah! Away with you.
No.
Ding. I'm just curious, how fast
I'll
are you
start
moving
spinning.
right now?
I am moving at 86 meters per second.
Well,
I am hauling ass.
you are hauling ass. I barely
Can you catch up
with
to
you.
me anymore?
Almost.
144.
You're not supposed to be able to go that fast.
I mean 114.
Okay, I'm stuck at 111, so I'm never reaching you again. Oh my god! Holy shit! This game.
I turned my jetpack on, stopped, and he went flying by me.
Dude, you almost took my head off with your feet. That was fantastic.